Good day everyone, I am Erica P. Bautista and I am going to discuss about an existing research study entitled The Relationships Between First-Year Students' Sense of Purpose and Meaning in Life, Mental Health and Academic Performance by Cornel van der Walt at Vaal University of Technology, and it was published on December 2019. A brief introduction of the study. Even at the present time, first-year students may face additional challenges like moving to a new area or country, separation from their family and existing friends, managing the transition from high school and home to university life, experiences a range of different cultures, meeting unfamiliar modes of learning, teaching, and assessment, and making the transition from home to the higher education institution, local health providers, and support services. Especially in this time of pandemic, first-year students will need to adjust to a new educational system. The problem of the study is to determine the relationship between a student's knowing his or her sense of purpose and meaning in life, mental health, and academic performance. Here are the main objectives of the study. The study aims to know the relationship between the demographic profile of the respondents and the independent variable of the study. Second, to explore the relationships that exist between first-year students' sense of purpose and meaning in life, mental health, and academic performance. Third is to explore how purpose and meaning in life, mental health, and academic performance related to first-year students. To provide a basic familiarity, a quantitative exploratory design was used to investigate and describe the relationship between students' sense of purpose and meaning in life, mental health, and academic performance. The PIL, or Purpose in Life test, based on Viktor Frankl's theory of meaning, was selected to assess participants' sense of purpose and meaning in life. And it is also regarded as a primary measure of meaning and is commonly used in research studies with diverse study populations. The PIL is an attitude scale that measures the degree to which individuals experience a sense of purpose and meaning in life. MHSQ, or Mental Health Screening Questionnaires, was used to assess aspects of the participants' mental health and was adapted from the Psychiatric Diagnostic Screening Questionnaires, or PDSQ. Lastly, the study used SPSS, or the Statistical Package for Social Sciences version 22, to assist the data analysis. 4 factors used on the SPSS measuring the descriptive statistics to provide an overview of the participants' characteristics. Second is the reliability coefficients, or the Cronbach's alpha, was calculated for the PIL, or the Purpose in Life test, which is a very important factor to be measured in the study, but reliability coefficients were not calculated for the MHSQ, or the Mental Health Screening Questionnaire subscales, due to the categorical nature of the data. Pearson R coefficients were calculated to determine the relationship between the PIL and the participants' academic performance. T-tests were used to observe differences between the participants' demographic characteristics, purpose and meaning in life, mental health, and academic performance. The results shows the female participants reported a higher sense of purpose in life than the male participants, but both these measures were interpreted as a somewhat uncertain sense of purpose and meaning in life. T-test revealed the difference between the purpose and meaning in life of the genders as non-significant, meaning there is no relationship between genders and sense of purpose in life. But significant differences were found between the genders concerning the prevalence of symptoms on the post-traumatic, alcohol abuse or dependency, drug abuse or dependency, and generalized anxiety on the mental health screening questionnaire subscales. The PIL mean group score was calculated as 109.21 with a standard deviation of 21.05 and interpreted in the sense that the participants' purpose and meaning in life was somewhat uncertain. The result is in line with the Chickering's developmental theory that held that students are still in a process of developing purpose and meaning in life. Study revealed that the participants had a somewhat uncertain sense of purpose and meaning in life, suggesting that they were still exploring these aspects. The study also revealed significant positive relationships between the participants' sense of purpose and meaning in life and mental health. Differences between the genders with respect to the prevalence of symptoms reported for mental health conditions, and differences between participants residing in residence accommodation and those who did not concerning the prevalence of symptoms reported for alcohol use or dependency behavior. Young people in contemporary South Africa dwell in an increasingly volatile, uncertain, and complex world which poses definite challenges to their identity construction as individual and as a collective. Their capacity to establish healthy interpersonal relationships and their ability to develop purpose and meaning in life. Therefore, the study implies that first-year students still have to explore their sense of purpose and meaning in life as they go on to their next journey in college. The research findings suggested that student practitioners should consider developing interventions to enhance first-year students' identification of their purpose and meaning in life that may inherently also aid their identity development. Likewise, practitioners should consider strengthening and or developing interventions in critical mental health areas like depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress, and alcohol use behavior. Also, the study suggested to create strategies and programs that may support and develop first-year students. For example, there is a need for interventions to develop first-year students' sense of purpose and meaning in life, fostering their identity construction and resilience that may enable them to advance despite adversity and to live meaningful lives. A need to strengthen and develop interventions in critical mental health areas. Example like programs focusing on depression and anxiety, post-traumatic stress, and alcohol use behavior, and a need to strengthen our established gender-based psychosocial programs. That ends my discussion. Thank you for listening.